Imagine this for a second. You step into Costco, the place everybody swears is the holy grail for saving money, and it suddenly hits you. This isn't just a big box warehouse. It's a battlefield. The shelves tower over you. The shopping carts feel like miniature SUVs. And the deals? Some of them are genuinely life-changing if you actually know where to focus your attention. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most shoppers don't. They stroll right past the biggest savings in the building and end up overspending year after year. And for seniors living on a fixed income, that's not just a minor inconvenience. That can be downright devastating. So today, we're pulling back the curtain on the real Costco products that can save seniors serious money, protect their health, and cut down on daily headaches. And trust me, this isn't your dull clip coupons and pray kind of advice. These are the quiet winners that corporate doesn't plaster all over the front door. By the time we're done, you'll know how to turn your Costco membership into a full-on money-saving machine. Before we jump in, though, if at any point this video helps you save even a few dollars, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to Frugal Finds for You. This channel is all about helping you stretch every dollar without feeling deprived. Around here at Frugal Finds for You, we believe spending wisely will always beat spending more. All right, let's kick things off with the deal that's basically become Costco legend, their famous rotisserie chicken. Every store has some kind of bait to lure you in. And at Costco, it's that glorious $4.99 rotisserie chicken. That price tag has basically been frozen in time for over a decade. Meanwhile, everything else in America seems to have gone up faster than your blood pressure during tax season. Yet somehow, Costco's bird is still sitting pretty at under $5. And this isn't some sad little chicken that looks like it skipped every leg day. We're talking about a hefty, roughly 3-pound, golden-skinned, juicy powerhouse of a bird. One chicken can easily cover a family dinner, and somehow still has enough leftovers to become chicken salad, hearty soup, or stacked sandwiches. It's like the chicken that refuses to retire. Think of it as the gift card of the poultry world. Here's the wild part. Costco actually loses money on every one of those chickens they sell. Yep. It's what's known as a loss leader. They reel you in with that ridiculously cheap bird, then count on you to load up your cart with another $200 worth of snacks, groceries, and random treasures you never knew you needed. So, yeah, the chicken might only cost you $5. But by the time you roll out of there with a kayak, a jumbo muffin pack the size of your head, and enough toilet paper to last till the next decade, Costco has already won. For seniors, though, this is a total no-brainer. You save time on meal prep, you save energy in the kitchen, and you still get a solid dose of protein without hovering over a hot stove. Arthritic hands? Tired joints? Doesn't matter. The hard part is already done. All you have to do is carve, plate, and enjoy. Kirkland Signature Hearing Aids. Now let's get serious for a minute. Roughly 1 in 3 people over the age of 65 deals with some form of hearing loss. And the hearing aid industry knows that all too well. That's why a lot of companies price them like they're selling you a luxury sports car, instead of something closer to a pair of high-tech earbuds. The average cost lands around $400 to $600 for a pair. That's not healthcare. That's a legal shakedown. Costco's solution is their Kirkland Signature Hearing Aids, coming in at about $1,590 for a pair. That's roughly a third of what many traditional retailers charge. And no, this is not some stripped-down budget version that leaves you frustrated. You're getting the full package: free hearing tests, professional fittings, and modern features like Bluetooth streaming. You can finally hear the TV without turning the volume up loud enough to scare the neighbors. They also come with rechargeable batteries and a generous trial period of about 6 months. 6 months is a long time. That's enough to hear your grandkids tell you about their TikToks, listen to your neighbor's lawnmower that never seems to stop, and notice every squeaky floorboard in your house. If you decide they're not for you, Costco will give you your money back with no awkward interrogation. Other places will nickel and dime you to death with upcharges for every adjustment, every follow-up, and every battery swap. Costco rolls all of that service into the price. So instead of draining your retirement savings on hidden fees and add-ons, You keep that money in your pocket to actually enjoy life, and hear it clearly while you do. Prescription eyeglasses at half the price. All right, let's move from hearing to seeing, because this next item on the list will make you squint. Not from bad eyesight, but from disbelief at how much you've probably been overpaying. Let's talk about prescription eyeglasses. At most optical shops, you're staring at price tags around $300 for a single pair of frames that probably cost the manufacturer maybe $10 to produce. Add in special lenses, blue light filtering, scratch-resistant coatings, bifocals, or progressives, and suddenly you're paying more for glasses than you spend on groceries in an entire month. Costco flips that whole script. Frames that go for $300 elsewhere can be found for around $150 at Costco. And we're definitely not talking about off-brand junk. You'll see names like Ray-Ban, Oakley, and Costco's own surprisingly solid Kirkland line. On top of that, many locations have optometrists right on site, so you can get your eye exam done and walk out with new glasses on the same trip. No juggling extra appointments, no insurance paperwork circus making your head spin. For seniors, especially, this matters. Vision can change more often as you age, and you need updates that won't wreck your budget. You might need a backup pair or a separate set just for reading or computer use. Costco makes those updates realistic instead of painful, so you're not draining your Social Security check every time your prescription shifts. Vitamins and supplements that don't rob you blind. Now, let's move over to something a lot of seniors rely on every single day. Vitamins and supplements. We're talking vitamin D for bone health, omega-3s for your heart, multivitamins to cover the gaps, and more. Walk into a typical drugstore, and you'll see tiny bottles that look like they belong in a jewelry case, not a vitamin aisle. The price per pill is outrageous. It's like someone decided to sell bananas one slice at a time, instead of by the bunch. Costco's Kirkland Signature vitamins flip that on its head. You're getting big, bulk bottles with hundreds of tablets for a fraction of the price you'd pay elsewhere. And before you start worrying about whether you're sacrificing quality, here's the secret most people don't realize. A lot of Kirkland supplements are equal in quality to the big-name brands, and are sometimes produced in the very same facilities. The main difference isn't what's inside the bottle. It's the fact that Costco isn't spending a fortune on flashy marketing. For seniors living on a fixed income, this isn't just a nice bonus. It's a make-or-break difference. It can be the line between taking your supplements daily like your doctor recommended, or skipping them because they're too expensive to restock. Costco's bulk approach makes long-term health much more affordable. And when you're saving 50 to 70% compared to places like CVS or Walgreens, that membership card starts to feel like it's paying for itself over and over again. So, in just our first sweep down the aisles, we've already hit on a chicken that might be America's most budget-friendly dinner plan, hearing aids that can save you thousands, glasses for about half the usual cost, and supplements that don't force you into a second mortgage. And believe me when I say, we're only getting started. Costco's warehouse of secrets runs deep. The next items on this list are going to make you rethink everything you thought you knew about shopping smart. Let's jump into the next group of products that can save seniors, and honestly, pretty much everyone else, a ton of money and stress. Kirkland Signature Coffee. Designer taste without designer prices. Let's begin with the one thing keeping millions of people upright every morning: coffee. Most people don't really think about it, but coffee has quietly turned into a luxury habit. Your favorite coffee chain will happily charge you $6 for what is basically flavored brown water with milk. Repeat that daily, and you're leaking hundreds of dollars every month just to stay awake. Costco's response is simple: Kirkland Signature Coffee. You'll find massive bags weighing around 2.5 to 3 pounds, each one making roughly 120 cups. Break that down, and you're looking at something like 30-some cents per cup. Often even less, depending on how strong you brew it. That's less than the cost of a pack of gum. And at your local cafe, it's not even enough for them to let you smell the beans. Here's the twist. Starbucks doesn't exactly shout from the rooftops. Some of those Kirkland coffee bags are actually roasted by Starbucks itself. Same beans, same equipment, same process, but with a Kirkland label and a much friendlier price tag. It's like driving a Mercedes that just happens to have a different badge on the front. The ride is still smooth. And the quality? Legit. You get rich flavor, options in decaf, organic varieties, and different roast levels. You store it properly, and it stays fresh for months. For seniors trying to stretch every dollar without giving up the comforts they love, Costco coffee is one of those upgrades that doesn't feel like a downgrade at all. Olive oil that would make an Italian grandmother proud. Now let's slide into the kitchen. Cooking oil is something most folks don't put a lot of thought into, until you see how ridiculous the prices can get for so-called premium bottles. Walk into a place like Whole Foods, and you'll see fancy glass bottles of extra virgin olive oil going for $20 or more. At Costco, you can grab a large Kirkland Signature Organic Extra Virgin Olive Oil in a massive 2-liter bottle for significantly less. And this isn't some shady, watered-down imitation. It's cold-pressed, USDA organic, and holds its own against many imported premium brands when it comes to taste and quality. This isn't only about flavor either. Olive oil is one of the healthiest fats you can cook with. It supports heart health, helps reduce inflammation, and can play a role in keeping your cholesterol in check. For seniors who are laser-focused on staying off their doctor's problem list, this oil is a quiet lifesaver. It's like paying regular gas prices, but filling your engine with premium. Only in this case, you're fueling your body, not your car. One bottle can last you quite a while, and when stored away from heat and light, it keeps both its taste and nutritional benefits intact. If you've been overpaying for those tiny boutique bottles that look nice on the counter but vanish in a week, Costco is handing you a way to save money and still cook like you're vacationing on the Mediterranean. Greek yogurt that doesn't break the bank. Next, let's stroll through the dairy section and stop at Costco's Kirkland Signature Organic Greek Yogurt. At a regular grocery store, the yogurt aisle can feel like a scam. Tiny, single-serving cups for $1.50 each that barely give you 3 spoonfuls. And if you're trying to get a decent amount of protein from them, your weekly yogurt budget starts looking ridiculous. Costco flips that routine. Instead of paying premium prices for tiny cups, you're getting big tubs of thick, creamy, organic Greek yogurt at a far lower cost per serving. It's packed with protein, loaded with probiotics for better digestion, and doesn't come with a bunch of sketchy additives. This isn't just a snack, it's fuel. Seniors especially benefit from that mix of protein to help maintain muscle and probiotics to keep digestion running smoothly. It's like drinking a protein shake that doesn't taste like chalky drywall dust. You can use it in smoothies, layer it into parfaits with fruit and granola, swap it for sour cream, or even bake with it. The more flexible a product is, the more value you get from it. And when you're shopping on a budget, versatility matters. With this yogurt, you're getting something that's healthy, adaptable, and easy on the wallet. Memory foam mattress, Costco's secret sleep weapon. Now let's move on to something much bigger, because all the vitamins and protein in the world don't mean much if you're not actually sleeping well. Finding the right mattress can feel like dating. You go through a few expensive mistakes and a lot of regret before you find the one. Costco helps cut that drama way down with the Kirkland Signature Memory Foam mattress. It uses high-quality, Certipure US certified foam designed to ease joint pain, support proper spinal alignment, and help keep you cooler at night, all for far less than what traditional mattress stores usually charge. You're also looking at around a 10-year warranty, which means you don't have to stress about waking up one day with a mattress that's sagging in the middle like a tired hammock. Customer reviews are filled with people saying they've had some of the best sleep of their lives after switching, and they paid nowhere near the inflated prices you see in mattress showrooms where salespeople circle like vultures. For seniors, good sleep isn't a luxury. It's a serious health factor. Poor sleep is linked to memory problems, mood changes, and even a higher risk of falls. If a better mattress helps you sleep more deeply and wake up steadier, that's money extremely well spent. Costco's mattress lets you make that upgrade without refinancing the house. It's like finally dumping that lumpy, back-breaking bed that never liked you and replacing it with something that's actually on your side. And hey, if you're finding these tips helpful so far, don't forget to subscribe to Frugal Finds for You So you never miss the next deep dive into smart shopping, senior savings, and everyday money wins. By this point, we've talked about the chicken that laughs in the face of inflation, coffee with secret Starbucks DNA, and a sleep setup that could change your nights. But Costco's treasure chest doesn't stop there. Once you start digging into seafood, produce, and even pantry staples, you realize Costco is practically daring you not to save money. Wild-caught salmon, medicine that tastes like dinner. Let's head over to the seafood section. Buying salmon at a regular supermarket can feel like rolling the dice. Sometimes you get a fresh, vibrant fillet. Other times, you get something that smells like it's taken the scenic route across the country in the trunk of a hot car. And the prices can be flat-out painful. Costco steps in with fresh or frozen wild-caught salmon that's not only cheaper per pound, but also of much higher quality. Loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, this isn't just a meal. It's brain food, heart food, and joint support, all in one. It's like eating medicine that actually tastes good instead of choking down chalky tablets. Because Costco sells salmon in larger portions, you can portion it out into individual servings, freeze them, and boom. You've got healthy dinners lined up for weeks. Cooking it is simple too. Bake it, grill it, pan-sear it, whatever your style. The natural oils in wild salmon keep it from drying out easily. Even if you're not exactly Gordon Ramsay, you'll feel like you nailed dinner. Organic produce. A farmer's market without the farmer's tan. Next up, the produce section. Specifically, Costco's organic fruits and vegetables. Normally, buying organic feels like taking on a second rent payment. Tiny clamshells of berries for $7, lettuce that somehow costs more than a good steak. It's enough to make anyone roll their eyes and reach for the non-organic option. Costco changes that equation by selling bulk organic produce at prices that often beat specialty stores. You'll see berries, apples, leafy greens, and seasonal veggies that actually look fresh, not tired and sad. Part of the reason is turnover. Costco moves products fast. Things don't sit around wilting and collecting dust. It's like having a farmer's market inside a warehouse, but without having to wake up at 6 in the morning or pretend you're fascinated by a 20-minute conversation about soil just to buy some carrots. The variety also helps keep your meals interesting, so you're not stuck eating the same sad salad on repeat. For seniors living on a fixed income, this means eating healthy doesn't have to feel like a luxury. You can actually fill your cart with real, fresh food without feeling like you're signing paperwork for a second mortgage. Kirkland coconut oil, the Swiss Army knife of Costco. Now we get to have a little fun. If you think coconut oil is just for cooking, think again. Costco sells big tubs of organic, extra virgin coconut oil that are basically the Swiss Army knife of your pantry and bathroom cabinet. You can cook with it, bake with it, moisturize your skin, tame frizzy hair, oil pull for oral care, and even use it as a natural alternative to a bunch of overpriced beauty products lining the drugstore shelves. And because Costco sells it in large containers, you're getting that versatility at a price that usually beats the boutique brands that act like their jar is sprinkled with fairy dust. One tub can last for months. Coconut oil is solid at cooler room temperatures and melts when it warms up, so it's like the mood ring of your pantry. Plus, it smells like a mini vacation. Who doesn't want their stir-fry or baked goods to come with tropical vibes? For seniors, this is about more than just saving cash. It's about simplifying your life. One product that does the job of 4 or 5 means less clutter, fewer bottles to keep track of, and more value for every dollar you spend. Kirkland avocado oil, the celebrity chef's secret. Sticking with oils for a moment, we can't skip Costco's organic avocado oil. Chefs love this stuff, but in specialty stores, the price tag can make you want to swear off avocado anything forever. Costco brings it back into the realm of reality. Avocado oil has one of the highest smoke points of any common cooking oil. In plain English, that means you can turn up the heat without turning your kitchen into a smoke-filled disaster. It has a clean, neutral flavor that doesn't overpower your food, and it's packed with the same heart-healthy fats that made avocados Instagram famous. It's basically the oil that lets you cook like you belong on a Food Network show, without needing a Food Network-sized budget. For seniors trying to eat healthier, roasting veggies, grilling fish, or pan-searing lean proteins, avocado oil is a smart, guilt-free upgrade. Kirkland low-sodium soups. Comfort food that doesn't wreck your blood pressure. Now let's talk about comfort food, because everyone has those days. Imagine it's cold outside, you're worn out, and the last thing you want to do is stand at the counter chopping vegetables for an hour. That's where Kirkland's signature low-sodium soups come in. These soups come in bulk packs, ready to heat, and they're loaded with better-for-you ingredients. Think chicken, lentils, vegetables, real food, real flavor, without the massive sodium hit you get from a lot of canned soups. For seniors managing blood pressure or heart issues, this can be a real difference maker. You get that cozy, warm bowl of comfort feeling without sabotaging your health. Buying them in bulk also means you've always got a backup meal waiting in the pantry. It's like having a personal chef on standby. Except instead of a big paycheck and attitude, you just have a can opener. The texture and taste are satisfying and hearty, not thin and watery like some bargain soups that taste like they were diluted with tears of disappointment. We've now walked through the chicken, the salmon, the oils, the budget-friendly glasses, and more. But Costco still has a couple of quieter heroes. Tucked away, items that may not be flashy, but absolutely matter for seniors fighting to hold on to every dollar. Kirkland adult diapers. Comfort without the premium price. It may not be the most glamorous aisle, but for millions of seniors, incontinence products are part of everyday life. And if you've ever bought them at a drugstore, you know those tiny, overpriced packs can feel like a robbery in broad daylight. Costco's Kirkland adult diapers cut the cost per piece dramatically, often in half compared to many mainstream brands, and they actually work. They're soft, discreet, and designed to be secure. No loud crinkling, no constant fear of leaks, just a bit more peace of mind. Instead of making repeated awkward trips to the pharmacy, you can stock up once and relax for a while. It's dignity on a budget. For many seniors, that combination is a genuine game changer. Kirkland protein and fiber bars. Pocket-sized power. For snacks, most stores push protein bars that cost around $3 a pop and taste like lightly flavored cardboard. Costco's Kirkland protein and fiber bars turn that equation upside down. When you buy them in bulk, the cost per bar drops to well under $1, and they're actually enjoyable to eat. They pack in a good amount of protein, a decent hit of fiber, and keep the sugar in check. Think of them as tiny meal replacements you can toss into your bag or glove compartment. It's convenient energy on the go, without the sugar crash, and without the painful price tag. The bigger picture. These last few items might not seem as flashy as a $4.99 rotisserie chicken or half-priced eyeglasses. But together, they send a very clear message. Costco understands how to deliver real value for seniors. Whether we're talking food, health-related products, or daily essentials, the formula doesn't really change. Bulk pricing, solid quality, and savings that quietly stack up over time. For anyone living on a fixed income, those savings aren't just numbers at the bottom of your receipt. They represent freedom. Freedom to enjoy your retirement years, treat yourself occasionally, or help your family without stressing over every single purchase. So here's the bottom line. Costco isn't just about buying giant tubs of peanut butter or oversized snack packs. It's about knowing which specific items actually move the needle for your budget. The chicken, the salmon, the glasses, the diapers, the protein bars, the oils, the yogurt. When you choose strategically, you're not just shopping, you're winning. If this video helped you uncover some hidden Costco gold, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Frugal Finds for You, and drop a comment sharing your favorite Costco find or money-saving tip. At Frugal Finds for You, we're all about spending smart, living better, and avoiding full price whenever you don't have to pay it.